In this video, I'm going to show you an app that I built over the weekend using Zite. An issue I've seen those in the promo industry struggle with is getting to Expo or a similar trade show, walking the floor, snapping pics of cool products that they want to get in front of a client or send back to their coordinator at the office for inclusion into a program or for ordering a sample. So this app tries to solve that by giving you an easy way to snap a photo on the show floor and immediately note some details about the product, and then either send it to your client or to your coordinator back home. Let me show you how it works. So the first thing we see here is a sample trade show. You can create a new event for each trade show that you go to, that you and your team attend, and all that persists in the app so that you can go back and look and see what you found at each trade show. Let's hop into this one. And you will see that so far, I'm looking at my finds, and I found two very cool products from Rupt. And if I wanted to see what my team members are finding, I can tap here, and I can see Emily Jones also visited the Rupt booth and found a very cool product. Let's tap into one of these. We'll go with the Jouncer. So here I can see a larger picture of the product that I captured, and then the supplier or booth, the product number, some notes would be great for awards. I tagged these as just demo and sample since I'm just giving a demo. And you can see who it was captured by and when it was captured. And from here, because this is one of my products, I can edit the details if I want to. I can upload a different photo or take a photo if I wish and save those changes. I can also delete this because it is one of my finds. And then I can send an email to my coordinator, and my coordinator's already set up. I have this in my settings, which I'll show you in a moment. And I can say, please order random sample. And we'll go ahead and send that. And I can also send this to my client. So we'll send this to me. And a message is already drafted for you, but of course I can change that if I want to. And then I can go ahead and send that email. All right. So while we wait for those emails, let's take a look at the capture process. So I will go back here, and I'm going to tap this plus button. I'm going to go ahead and choose a file, a photo that I hypothetically already took. And I could say, whatever the product name is. Rupt, put the SKU in here. I can type some notes. If I want to add tags, I can add some tags. And I started to type tech, but that's a tag that somebody else already used. So I can just go ahead and tap that and add this product. And so now that product shows up in my finds. Very cool. So I did want to point out, you can search for products. If you go to the team finds page, you can also see your different members. If I wanted to see what Emily's been finding. And then you can also export all of this product data into a CSV if you wish. Let's take a look at the settings. So on the settings page, you can see I'm an admin, so I'll have some extra settings. But everybody will see this coordinator email. That way they only have to set it once. They don't have to remember to type it in every time they want to send to their coordinator. And then you can also, if you're an admin, you can customize the theme. So if you wanted the application to kind of have your brand colors, if you wanted to upload your own logo, you could do that. And then we also have the ability to customize the email that gets sent to the client or the coordinator, which is pretty fun. And then finally, we also have webhooks enabled. So if you want a webhook when a product is added or when it's sent to a client, or even if the client requests a quote, you can do that. And that is a good time to take a look at the emails that come through. So first, we'll take a look at what the coordinator sees. So if you send a product to a coordinator, they'll get an email like this. Eric Granata shared a product with you from Sample Trade Show 2026 and said, please order a random sample. You get the image, and then you get the product information. And that coordinator can view product details. And here we have a page that has all of the information captured for that product. And then to see what your client sees, they would see this email. So, again, hi, whoever your client is, and then you get the custom message that you sent. And they don't see the supplier or the product number, but they do have the ability to view the product. And when they do that, they can see just the basic information, but they can then request a quote. And if they do that, they can put in their name, who they are, they can say, go ahead and quote 200 for us and use our full color logo. And then they can send that. And they see a little message. Your rep will be in touch soon. So let's take a look at what happens in our email when somebody requests a quote. So both you and your coordinator would get this email. And it's going to say a client has requested a quote. Here's the client information, how many they want, and then the product information. So that way you can start working on a quote. I had a great time building this app in Zite. And if you are inspired, I would encourage you to check the link in the description and maybe build your own app. And if you like this app and want to use it or customize it further, then I also provided a link down in the description where you can get it for yourself.